But anyway, we'll bring the meeting to the special meeting to order, and the first item on the agenda would be the minutes from the April 9th meeting. Everyone have a copy of those? Nope. Everybody see them? Okay. Everybody hear me?
Yes, we're good.
Okay.
Yes.
Any
Yes.
questions about
Thank you.
anything?
No questions.
Well, I need a motion to approve if,
I make a motion to approve.
I'll second that.
all right, it's been moved and second. All in favor?
Aye.
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 Opposed? All right, motion carries. I guess the main item on the agenda will be the capital budget presentation from Ms. Palmer.
Thank you, and thank you all for coming out this evening and joining in this meeting. I understand that it was last minute. As I'm sure you are all aware, the COVID-19 is affecting our budget process in many different ways, not only through the public meeting process, but also through the actual items in the budget. So all of you should have received a budget packet which showed you the capital budget. This is an annual occurrence and is required through our code, where the Planning and Zoning Commission reviews and makes comments along this capital budget. I did want to bring to your attention that there are two changes this year to the capital budget. Since I last sent it to you, there have been two council sessions where there were workshops. And so there were recommendations to make a few changes to those, to the actual budget that I sent out to you. The first is that originally in the budget that I sent you, there was a $15,000 for recreation equipment. That item has been removed from the capital budget. And then the addition is the addition of an HVAC to 91 West Main Street. 91 West Main Street is most commonly known as the Arts Council, and their HVAC system was in this year's budget, but COVID-19 is playing a part of that, and it seems that we're in a delay pattern right now. We can't get the parts and we can't get the equipment, and so what we're going to do is just reappropriate that money into next year. And so it's basically a wash in the capital budget. It's an expense, but it's also a revenue coming in because we're just pulling from reserves. It's money that was unspent from this year. That brings the total coming out of the general fund to $9.4 million. A lot of projects in the general fund are reappropriated projects. There are many factors this year that were hurdles for us. Not only was the COVID-19 a giant hurdle for us, but we had some procurement issues as well. And so there are several projects in the capital budget that were appropriated, and the revenue stream was generated in fiscal year 20, the year that we're currently in, but it is being reappropriated. Those projects are being reappropriated in next year, and the revenue generated from this year is being applied to those projects. I would be more than happy to answer any questions that you have.
All right, any questions by anyone?
No.
I was just curious on the Wakefield project, Wakefield Park. Is that the park out there that has like a little climbing wall in it and a parking lot beside it near the baseball, little league baseball field?
Actually, the Wakefield development is part of the golf course. Is that the project you're talking about, $329,000?
Yeah, that's what I couldn't figure out, whether it was part of like around the clubhouse and the golf course area, or whether it was part of that little area where that kiln was on the other side of the road and all that.
So I think it's mostly located at the golf course area. Miss Abby Gruber, the Director of Parks and Recreation, has applied for multiple grants that would help us improve that park. And we're calling it a park now. It's the Wakefield Park. I believe that her project includes changes or improvements to the parking facilities. And I'm looking at my own description here. Parking lot upgrades are part of it. And then yeah, so I think it's basically an improvement on the parking lot is the initial cost, and then I believe that it also includes engineering costs related to future development of the park.
Okay, okay. Well, I haven't been down there in a while, but I believe that parking lot was in rough shape 10 years ago, so that probably makes sense.
Right, and I think that there are actually 2 grants in play there. There's the Land and Water Conservation Grant, and then there's also the Program Open Space Grant.
Okay. The only question I had.
So I failed to mention that staff recommends approval of the capital budget.
All right. Any other discussion? Do we have a motion to approve?
I'll make a motion to approve the capital budget for FY21.
I'll second it.
All right, it's been moved in second to approve the proposed budget. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
I abstain.
And one abstention from the council member, and the motion carries. And I believe Mr. Gray, is that anything else we need to discuss?
None at this time, Mr. Chair. Tomorrow I'll give you a call and go over the agenda for the next week's meeting. But until then, there's nothing else to discuss for this meeting.
Okay. Don't catch me late in the day because I'll be traveling in the morning.
Sounds good.
Okay. Anyone like to move for adjournment?
Make a
I'll make a
motion to
motion to
adjourn.
adjourn.
All
I
right.
second it.
I got a lot of volunteers.
I second it.
All right. Moved in second. We're adjourned.